We're back again to do another video. I know it's been a while, as usual. It's been a while, but we're here. We're about to make another video, and let's make this exciting. Let's make this fun. Make this educational. Let's make this real. Let's make this real. So today we're going to be talking about sometimes you do bad things, right? Let me tell you what the topic is. I have it saved in my notes. Sometimes we do bad things, but it doesn't mean we're bad people. Okay? Let me say that again. Sometimes we do bad things, but it doesn't mean we are bad people. Right? So we all can say we've done bad things, right? From kids to adults, we've all done stuff that we can look back at and be like, you know what? If I was put in that situation again, I wouldn't do it again, right? But the funny thing is, the way life works sometimes is sometimes you're going to do some things and you might look back at it and be like, yo, I wouldn't do that again. But the thing is, if you didn't do it, the lessons that you learned from doing that, you would have never got it. Don't make that go over your head. I really want y'all to really listen to what I'm saying. Sometimes you do some bad things and you feel like you're the worst person for doing that specific bad thing, right? But probably you needed to go through that moment so you can learn from it, grow from it, be better, and then apply that to your life so you could be a better version of yourself later on in the future. It's just, sometimes I look back at these things and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did that, right? And it's like, it's like a person that's went through a rough time in life, right? Lost their job, didn't have money, everything is going bad. But from you going through that bad time, the lessons that you have learned, right? You've learned to be strong. You've learned to be tough. You learned to fight. You learned to push on, to believe in yourself, right? And then out comes this person right here. And you're like, oh my God, how did I turn this into this? Well, this wouldn't exist if this didn't exist. This needed to happen for you to get to this. And sometimes we look at other people and we say, wow, we can't believe they did that, right? Not knowing that sometimes they needed to do that. Let me see if I can get into it. Let's get into it, man. I just want to drill this in your head. Not because you've done the bad thing, it doesn't make you a bad person. You just made a wrong decision or a bad decision or not the best decision within that time or within that moment that thing happened, right? So I don't want you to ever make anybody make you feel like because you did something wrong in a moment, that means you're this horrible person for the rest of your life. I want you guys to drill that in your head. Not because you did something bad within a moment, or not because you make the wrong decision within a moment, that'll make you a bad person for the rest of your life. There's a reason why they say God forgive you so much, because you might have did something that he might not agree with, something that he think that was wrong, but he would forgive you and he would accept you back, and all you have to do is show him that you made the changes, that you could do better, and you make a wiser decision going forward. Because all that was just a learning experience for you to become this version of yourself. Is like somebody that's it's not good with money. You realize you took your money, you spent it, wasn't monitoring how much you were spending, and now this bill is here to be paid, and you can't pay this bill. You know why? Because you spend an abundance of money on crap that you didn't need, right? But now that you learn from that, now this bill, late payment, now you have to pay more than what you usually would pay. Now the anxiety kicks in and all that stuff. Now the stress is there. And you know what you say to yourself going forward? Not buying those things I didn't need anymore. That sneakers that I bought, I didn't really need that sneakers. I have a bunch of sneakers in my closet. Why did I buy that sneakers? And now that sneaker money took away from the rent. It took away from the mortgage. It took away from the car note. Why did I do that? So are you going to mope about it? Cry about it? Sit in like a little corner and just don't get over it? No. That's not what we do. We're humans. We learn to adjust. Okay? If we can, our body adjusts to temperature. If we move somewhere where the oxygen is not the same, our body would adjust to that from living there for a long duration, right? Your body adjusts, your mind adjusts, you adjust to your job, your new job. You're just a person that can adjust to anything. Just understand that you can adjust, okay? So yes, you did something bad right in the moment. Yes, you didn't know, you didn't make the right decision. But you're not a horrible person because of it. You're not a horrible person, okay? This is why I want to drill this in your head, because I don't want anybody to ever shame you or to make you feel like doing something bad or even harming yourself because they think you did something wrong. You know what's the funny thing? People like that, you hold the mirror up to them and you make them look at themselves in the mirror and you say to them, let me ask you a question. Are you perfect? Are you perfect? Have you ever done anything wrong? Why do you think you're better than me? So let me ask you a question. Since you did that specific thing that you know was wrong, are you a bad person because of it? Or you just made a wrong decision or a bad decision for that specific thing? You're driving, right? You know you're going to switch lanes. You typically indicate, look over your shoulder, switch lanes. You might be distracted, could be thinking about something, and in that split moment, you didn't do your typical routine, which is to look over your shoulders, indicate, and you drift over, right? And you almost hit somebody's car. That was a learning lesson for you. Does that mean you're a bad driver? No. You just mean that in that specific moment, you made a bad decision. You didn't do the right thing, which is indicate so the other person can know you're coming over. Now, everybody that's driven a car and driven for years can say they did something wrong on the road, either run a light, switch lanes without indicating. We can list a bunch of stuff that people do, but that don't mean you're a bad driver. You just in that moment made a bad decision. Now, if it's something that you do all the time, then that's totally different. But you just accidentally did that, doesn't make you a bad person. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to get in your head. We make bad decisions sometimes, but when we make those bad decisions, we got to understand that we're human and we just need to make better decisions going forward. Okay? So definitely not going to make this video too long because I want to actually start dropping more videos, but drop them in a smaller format because I'm dropping 15 minutes, 10-minute videos. And I'm like, why is this video so long? But I watch it back and I'm like, there was actually a lot of information in this video. This video needed to be that long. But yeah, we're not bad people. We make bad decisions. But from our bad decisions, it makes us better people and makes us make wiser decisions going forward. And it makes us stronger if we do the work. And it makes us better if we do the work. And if we acknowledge that we did something wrong or something bad within the moment and take accountability for it and then make the changes going forward. You have some people that do things that they know is wrong, stand firm on that wrong thing and keep going doing that wrong thing. That's totally different. But if you know you did something here, you didn't realize that you did something wrong. Somebody said to you, hey, that was wrong, and explained to you why it was wrong. Now you get it. Oh, crap, that was wrong. Now you say, you know what, going forward, I won't be doing that again because I don't want to be that person no more, right? And then if you did do it and you were knowledgeable that you did something wrong, it's the same thing. Just make the changes. Stop being so hard on yourself. You are human. Everybody is making mistakes. Everybody is doing something wrong. You are not perfect. Nobody on this earth is perfect. So stop giving yourself so much problems because you want to be this perfect person. You are not meant to be perfect. You are not Jesus and you're not God. Jesus does not expect you to be perfect. God does not expect you to be perfect. So nobody on earth should be expecting you to be perfect because they are not perfect. All right, you already know what it is. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you like this information and this content that I'm putting out. I just want to get this video out there to let people know you're not a bad person. You just did some bad things in that specific moment, and we just leave it there. Whatever happened in that day, keep it in that day. And you do the work going forward to make yourself a better version of yourself, to fix what you made the mistake from that day. Okay? You made a mistake on Tuesday, Wednesday, you should be working on getting being better and getting over that from what you did. You don't sit there and keep dwelling on it, because dwelling on it does not fix the problem at all. It does not fix the problem at all. You know what fixed the problem? Doing the work, getting therapy, watching motivational videos, reading books, working out, praying, meditating, all these things that push you towards being a better version of yourself. Those are the things you focus on, and then you can look back and be like, yo, can you believe 2 weeks ago I was doing this, but now look at me now. But just take baby steps, one day at a time. Everybody's pace is different. Not everybody moves at the same pace. If somebody's moving faster than you, good for you. Keep doing your thing. I'm going to move my pace, because my pace is going to get me there too. So even though you might get there faster, it doesn't mean you're going to be better at this specific thing because you got there faster. That's not how life works. Sometimes it's not the most talented people that turns out to be the best. It's the people that work the hardest. All right, peace.